sponge you, sir. Be sponged. Be cleansed. Is it mean to say he looks like he's got like maggots on him? Maybe that's... Click. Dragging over the body to shave. It seems like a high pressure situation, shaving a corpse, because if you screw up, there's just like a... I guess you could cover it with makeup. Such as the lipstick he's wearing. Oh, in order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Ooh, there would be some crunching sounds, I imagine? I don't know. Ooh, we're just working the tension out of those muscles, sir. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. Why do they make a fabric-y sound? They're made of plastic. Alright, well, here you go. There you go. To keep the eyes shut, you'll need to glue them. Glue. Ooh, he looks way creepier now than he did before. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. Here you go. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to suture it shut. What? What? Dink! It sounds like a... Well, not like a Mario coin, but like a coin of some kind. In a video game! What are the odds? Dink! Anyway. Ooh, it's just like playing Trauma Center. Drag the lotion over the body, or else it gets the hose again. That's a fun sound. Here you go, all moisturized to keep you looking young, sir. Yes, remove the blood. Out you come, blood! Massage the fluids in. Oh, that's neat. The level of the fluid goes down. In the little thing, the machine over yonder. Here you are. Some carcinogens for you, sir. Enjoy. Delay your decomposition for a short while. Worth. Totally worth. Not that I have any opinions on the matter. You understand? So the incision. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Ah, here's the part that I was thinking of. Yes, stab you in the abdomen. Drain out your fluids. Here we go. Oops. I'm bad at withdrawing fluids, apparently. Slurp. Well, why don't I get to do his makeup? It could be like a Barbie princess minigame. You have to like do it inside the lines, and you get like a score at the end of the funeral based on how lifelike and peaceful the family thought he looked. This could be a lot more depth to this game. They could like criticize you if you don't color coordinate him. But no, Mike wants to do it. She's probably got like a whole bunch of black dresses just lined up in the closet like Superman. I seriously doubt that this ancient dude, that his death came out of nowhere. Like, anyway, our bodies just stop working. That is how death works. Yeah, I mean, I get what they mean. Like, he's old, but they didn't expect him to, like, die at that particular moment. But he's out of nowhere. Seems like an overstatement for this ancient dude. I'm being very picky about these funerals. Strange not seeing most people wearing white. But, like, definitely not red, no matter what. It's like funeral fashion, you know. Red is like so less funeral season. He loved playing catch with his grandchildren. That's depressing. Are you playing a Nintendo DS? You are! Or possibly a PSP? Ooh, interesting subject. If it were like a full color, you know, like magazine with like, I don't know, just like the full works that you'd expect in a newsletter, then maybe this would be a really cool graduation gift. But again, it's by email, so it is likely free. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Some people get a car. I'm just saying. Ooh. This is a very serious subject. Trans women have had their wishes overruled by their families, have their hair cut, buried under the wrong names, and subjected to the wrong pronouns in their obituary announcements. That sucks. I mean, I don't believe that they're capable of caring any longer, but I also don't think that, that's not cool, guys. Not cool. Respecting the deceased's wishes as per their lived experiences. There's something kind of poetic about that. I'd like to ponder that. I'd like to meditate on that. Let's stick a screen cap. Or not. My F12 does not appear to be working. F11? F12? Fine! I'll just refer back to the video. I was appreciating a poetic statement, but fine. Handbook on death registration and fetal death reporting. That seems like two disparate topics, but okay. I guess each subject was a little thin, so they combined them. Enter male or female based on observation. Interesting. Observation... That seems vague. So you're supposed to use medical records. An inspection of the body. So that's implying that the CDC's view is that sex is like only biological and has no social construction. Interesting. Respect After Death Act. The death certificate must reflect the deceased's gender identity as they lived it. Cool, so I guess we're in California. Or, well, maybe. I assume that if they're talking about California, we're in California, but that isn't necessarily so. I'm gonna say there's a slightly increased probability that we are in this state of California. So I don't... Leaving it up to observation enters a world of issues since bodies can be so different. California has passed... So I'm not sure what we're to conclude, because the CDC's Funeral Director's Handbook on Death Registration and Fetal Death Reporting... Oh, it calls it a fraud directive, so maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm getting out of this exactly what I'm supposed to get. That is Slightly problematic. People who are trans deserve the same respect in death that people who are cisgender receive. Misgendering in death takes away this respect. Can also inflict hurt and trauma on spouses and friends that survived the deceased. Ooh, that's a good point. So what can we do? Yes, tell me what we can do. Listen to people who come into your office. Listen, learn, be respectful. Your duty is to ensure the deceased receives the utmost respect in their burial. That... like, yes, like that seems to be the correct moral imperative, but on the other hand, is it right? I don't know if right's the correct word, to get into, like, an argument with a grieving family. That's tricky. I would be interested to hear some real-life stories about this topic. Paycheck coming late, sorry. She miscalculated some of our income, and I don't have enough to pay you this week. Oh, and then she... Ooh, office intrigue. Yeah, totally not cool to not pay us. Miscalculated some of our income. I don't know if I believe that. And then he sends it to me through our internal email system because, you know, that's the way to do it. He doesn't like the look of this. Amy has been having trouble. Can't compete with the bigger guys, which is why they are inclined to sell. But keep their name. Don't tell Amy I sent this to you. I'm gonna grab some fast food before taking the hearse through the car wash. I would like a beef and cheddar, thank you. Oh, now I want Arby's. I don't know why people are always, like, ragging on Arby's. I think Arby's is delicious. Maybe Canadian Arby's and American Arby's are different? Or maybe I'm just... weird? I don't know. I'm going to take the hearse through the drive-thru, though, of course. It freaks people out. I love it. They get so awkward. You're an interesting man, Matthew. Meet cutes for death-positive cuties. Okay, let's dive in. Oh my god, there's a dating site specifically for people working in the death industry. Apparently I had a terrible breakup in 2014. What year is it now? I don't remember it saying a year. I don't know how long ago this was. Yesterday? Are people really scared to ask about your day if you're a mortician? Maybe they are. Maybe they just don't want to be like, I forget that death exists, don't talk to me about it. I could see that, I suppose. But, like, how was your day seems a fairly innocuous question. Although it's kind of open-ended, so you could suddenly launch into the gory details of the innards you sucked out of an old man and replaced with formaldehyde. So, what do I know? Promise me you'll consider it. I am witchy, gothy, super hot right now. Why is everyone mothering me? Stop it. I am an independently educated and employed young lady. Stop mothering me. Stop it. And pay me. God damn it. Yeah. Turns out people get super scared off when you tell them you work in a museum filled with dead bodies. You don't say. I don't know what a teratoma is. I'm interested. I need to know now what a teratoma is. We're gonna find out. Hold on to your butts. for quite a while because my old phone is quite slow and you kind of have to yell at it. Teratoma! Just gotta give this a second. Ew! Oh. The first picture that comes up. Just Google teratoma and enjoy the picture that comes up. A tumor made up of several types of tissue such as hair, muscle, or bone. They typically form in the ovaries, testicles, or tailbone, and less commonly in other areas. What is the cause of a teratoma? They begin in egg cells. Can tumors grow eyes? Is a follow-up question, apparently. Tumors can grow teeth. Teeth can grow in tumors known as teratomas. These tumors contain several types of cells taken from different types of tissue. Essentially, they grow uncontrollably and into various forms of tissue, from hair to teeth to even an eyeball! Oh, you like cut into a tumor and not only find like some hair and some teeth, but a tiny eyeball! I find that, you know, a little off-putting, but interesting. I'm interested in other people's, or in teratomas in general. Yeah. They might not want to hear about it, but it is interesting. Passing on the lovely thank you note. Our first cremation. Standard cremation. I'm on it. Need to prepare her body. We brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. We need to remove them. Click on the necklace and place it on the purple tray. Put her identification tag in. Oh, and that's it. She's good to go. Do I get to push the button? Push the button! Is she just gonna be like instantly done? Yes! Oh, that went smoothly. And didn't take like 4 hours or however long it takes. Yes, the cremulator. Stick the urn in there. Give me the bones. In you go. Now this is the quietest cremulator there ever was. There you go. Click the urn, place it back on the counter. Drop the necklace in, some identification for you. I wonder if there was a baggie in the urn before we stuck it in there, because the remains go into a baggie inside the urn. Let's just assume that there was. But I didn't get to place it, and so I'm just not having an authentic Mortician experience, I feel. Food is delicious. I know it's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. She would have hated this music. Yeah, I guess it's technically music. Seems like more of just a mournful droning. But then again, it's a funeral. Okay. Press F to pay respects. Mission accomplished.